Good morning, everybody. This is October 17th. It's Thursday, 2019. And today I want to talk to you about off-the-shelf automatic transfer switches. And like I said, I try not to get into names or manufacturers or anything. These are generic, different configurations. This one is rated for 220 service, 60 amps of 60 cycle AC. They're configured to where, let me see if I can get you a good picture. Of course, that's not going to be a good picture, but they're configured to where you can take solar panels and have the voltage from the solar panel going to it, and you can have line service going to it, and you can put an inverter on it, and so you can control the voltage of the battery. This little green side right here is the remote for that, and all it simply does is detect what the battery voltage is. And this system has a pretty wide range of battery use. It'll handle 12-volt system, 24-volt system, and 48-volt system. I don't know why the 36-volt system's not in there. It's probably in there too, but I haven't configured it with 36-volt systems. This automatic transfer switch is particular one is rated at 12 kW, 240-volt, 60 cycle. Of course, if you go to 120 volt, it drops down from there, but pretty fair little inverter. They're not very expensive, and I'm going to show you what's inside these type inverters. Pretty simple construction. You'll see two relays, and these relays are rated at 60 amps. And all that happens is the center remains hot all the time. Okay, and when the unit's off, which it is right now, this side right here is making contact and sending voltage from here to here. Now this is the rated as the, get it in the right order for you. This one's rated as the plus. This is the minus. This is the plus. This is the minus. This is the plus. This is the minus if you're using DC power. If you're using AC power, this would be your hot, neutral, hot, neutral, hot, neutral. Okay. So the suggested, there's several ways to configure these things, but the suggested setup is to have your hot coming here, your load here in the center, and then your alternative power to the right. Okay, and that way if the mains power goes off and the system's on, it'll automatically switch over to the side. Hey buddy, good to see you, Jason. So that's really simple configuration for the unit. The back of it is inside. That's the back end of it, and that's the front control panel for it. And very nice, neat configuration to make it happen. I've used these in the marine industry, servicing boats for different systems, switching loads from shore power, and we actually fill them with marine foam and seal them up to where there's no it's called potting. We actually pot these with foam, and we do it very specially. We leave the relays not covered when we pot them, but we've modified these. But it's a good off-the-shelf little relay, automatic transfer switch, and just wanted to show you that. There's several configurations that you can do with these. Like I said, you can hook your solar power directly up. So if you're using micro grid tie inverters, you could actually hook your 220 right there, okay? And then you could put your load breaker on the center tap, and then you can put your main powers on this center tap, okay? Like I said, if there's not enough, if you need more power, then all you'd have to do is simply switch it over on a voltage. And that's another trick that we do on this, is because you can put a rheostat resistor, variable resistor, on whatever you have it set on, or whatever voltage, but you can take a variable resistor and step it down to where you can remotely treat that as a switch if you want to, okay? So there's several ways to do it, but that it does detect the battery voltage. In the program, when you hit the center, it'll give you your high voltage setting, hit it again, give you your low voltage setting, and then if you want to adjust that, you can add to the voltage or subtract from the voltage, okay? It's just a little push button, kind of like setting a clock, not too hard to set. The only thing is, when you set it, if you wanted to remember where you set it at, then after you get your voltage selected that you want for your high cutoff, for example, then you push the middle again until it flips over, and then the MOS memory will hold that setting. And then with the low setting, when you transfer it over to the low setting, you can add, subtract. Then once you get it dialed in, then you hit that number. Like I said, I've been using these type inverters for a long time. I want to share it with you if you're needing a simple solution that's not very expensive to do that. What you want to look for is an automatic transfer switch, mechanical relay, dry contact, and they range from anywhere from, depending on what size you need, from $40 to $100, 115, something like that, and depending on how you buy. But you can look for these units. Now, this is different than a grid tie, okay? A grid tie actually synchronizes in with the line voltage and allows what they call pass-through voltage for net service. These are used for people that want to get off the grid for emergency backup power, and they can be configured to where if the power comes back on, it'll stop, and it'll automatically stop your battery pack inverter charging. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can convert these to do different things. One guy one time said, "Hey, my light goes on and off," and I said, "Well, did you jumper across the battery to the inverter off the other side?" And he goes, "Oh, I didn't think of that." He said, "Well, it won't hurt the battery." I said, "No, it won't hurt the inverter or the battery." And he said, "All I did was jumper across it, and sure enough, my light stays on all the time and doesn't go out every time it's switching or phasing." So there are all kinds of little tricks that you can do that. But I wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoy the video. See you guys next trip, and we'll talk to you later.